with what ought to be a great one. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Lakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Lakers head coach. He told his team this week that this is what he envisioned for them this season. Even though they lost the first game of the year, they have reeled off 5 straight wins, and he understands this team has what it takes to be special. Putting that adversity and that challenging start to the season behind them, they have what it takes to make big noise here starting today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Blue Hens offense will start this game off with the football. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, at a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on the... He's the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
He'll throw on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And now the Lakers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hainsworth. Lets it fly. Intercepted.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's got it again. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The play-action fake. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Silver. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Hainsworth. Complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
Could be an alley.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Hainsworth. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running inside. It's Silver. At the 20, he's got space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Blue Hens headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Hunt is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they can take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Under fire. He'll heave it deep. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the single back. He's past the 30. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Lakers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Roberts. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they're ready to go again. Finding an escape. Here's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll go right back to it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Here's a Heat. there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Haynesworth. Looking to the big tight end. Got him in. It's Frederick. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Lakers head coach. They really expect to stick to the running game here in the second half. This is a close game, and he's a little concerned with his quarterback's shaky performance in the first half. Turning the ball over put them in a tough position, but they are dominant on the ground. Expect them to continue to really force that issue at the line of scrimmage here in the third quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the left. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air. It's Haynesworth. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And now the Lakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback may change this route. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Sails one into the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the time...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically pushed the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Snagged that ball in the end zone, but couldn't keep the foot inbounds along that left sideline. It's incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Hainsworth. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
See, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make when things are getting tight.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Lakers get a chance to send out the offense to open this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They give it to him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Hainsworth. Throws for the tight end. The short hands, it's Frederick. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And now the Lakers are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They're going to ride this running back. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And now the Lakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Lakers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Here he comes with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Brings it down on the right side. In the plus territory, they stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Headed to the edge, it's Silver. Pushes ahead for one, it's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Leaping grab for a big gain. Touchdown, Delaware! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey, guys, here on the sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going straight.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff.
There's a crease. The 10. Touchdown, Lakers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Roberts. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And now the Lakers inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Give to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this... carries big-time risk on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, we haven't called his number too much tonight, but that time coming up with a huge play down the field for this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.